At the Gamer, back in another Madden 23 franchise series video. I'm in live stream. Y'all boys saw by the title, man. Got 2023 season kickoff. You know, the second season of the series on the way, you guys. And this the game we got right here, you guys. The defending Super Bowl champions. And Jimmy Garoppolo, man. That boys already know Tom Brady retired. Taking on the San Francisco 49ers, the 1 seed from last season. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we about to get into it, y'all. You know, this is a good little matchup right here, you feel me? I think Trey Lance going to be starting for the 49ers, and then we got, Jimmy Garoppolo starting for the Bucks. Rookie QB for the Bucks, Anthony Richardson. He did look good in the preseason. We're going to see if we're going to start him. We got to see. But, yeah, let's get into it, y'all. Oh. Yeah, well, first of all, let's take out injury report, first of all. We haven't already. We're going to take out the offseason, the 2023 draft. It was good, y'all. A large generation of players, talents and stuff. I'm also going to check out the preseason that I literally just did. So, yeah, we're going to check out all that. Check out the injury report before we get into it. Okay. Latrell McCutcheon is not going to be playing. Wow. That's tough. And then Aaron Jones not going to be in for the back as well. And Donnie got hurt again. Oh my God. Okay. That's going to be. Okay, that's about it. Alright. Got injuries. Yeah, let's get into it, y'all. Finna Super Bowl champions taking on the 49ers. We'll talk about final predictions down below, y'all. Man, let's get into it, y'all.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the 49ers and the Buccaneers on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
Getting y'all, everybody's up y'all final predictions for the season. Let's get into the kickoff game, y'all. The defending Super Bowl champions taking on San Francisco 49ers, man. Second season of the series, y'all. Hey, let's get into it, y'all, boys. Y'all predictions down below. Let's go.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a man who took San Francisco to Super Bowl 54 in his first full season as a starter. Now he gets a look at them from the other side of things. Jimmy Garoppolo. right away, here's Garoppolo to throw it. And break, the tight end's got it. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Oh, wait, y'all boys already know this is the league best defense from last season. Nick Bosa's the second Defensive Player of the Year candidate, so he thinks it's the worst, so that's a pretty big task, but we're going to see, bro. Let's remember, though, number 1 defense of the league. Last season. Get a stop here. Nick Bosa injured. Hopefully he's okay.
And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
This week, such an important one for his entire offense, but for him especially. He wants to start this new season off strong. He's got big plans for this year. Wants it to be one where he finishes among the league's best while leading his team to the postseason. A strong opening week is a great start to that and can create momentum that carries over not just to next week, but the next few weeks as well. A rising tide raises all ships, and if he can start this season off strong, his offense will benefit.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Purdy. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. .35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. This one taken in by Otten. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Simple drag route here. Lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by White. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On 1st down, Garoppolo. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It does take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Garoppolo. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
2nd down and goal. Garoppolo. He completes it right side to White. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to extend their lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead grows to 10-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. With 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And throwing here, Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy from the gun. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, Purdy. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Buying time to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Purdy. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Fournette. And some room to run now. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
Well, Leonard Fournette, not a guy to shy away from contact. He can lower the boom on you when he gets ahead of steam, and that was a heck of a run right there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
White. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Fournette.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of the taking a 2-touchdown lead now. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Suck up for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. That time a 6-play drive. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I've never returned punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now with Purdy. This one into the hand, and the ball is knocked out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Holding defense.
So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. Inside handoff now to Fournette. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Second down, back to Fournette. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. This is White on the screen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the gut, Fournette. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this is caught by Evans. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
They'll run for it. This is White. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
On 1st down, it's Purdy.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick up on his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Purdy. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
That's Samuel, caught left side.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
Ball start.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. McCaffrey following the penalty. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
On second down, here's the option.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one.
Still second down.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. And that's the risk of a long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Leonard Fournette and the rest of the Bucs offense set to take over once more.
He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen, broke off his pass rush, and then got back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on.
A game there of 30 big ones. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo.
Completes it again to Gage. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down, Garoppolo. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Here's Garoppolo to throw.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On 2nd and goal, Garoppolo. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo.
And the Bucs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point try now for Succop. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Good games galore in that Sunday lineup. We'll highlight the one going on in Atlanta. A big one for the Falcons as they get set to play host to the Chicago Bears. As for the 4 o'clock game, some good ones there as well. One being in Charlotte, where it'll be the Panthers taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And lastly, on Sunday Night Football, this will be the one to tune in for as they've got a good one lined up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Purdy. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. A beautiful fake. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A handoff to Fournette. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Hard throw, incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll look to set up his blockers. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Purdy. And that is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
They run with McCaffrey off the option.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want him to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Down to about the 22 here. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Yeah, and on 3rd down,
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Garoppolo on 1st down.
Quick throw, finding Mike Evans. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Buccaneers have opened the lead up to 30. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how Week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner?
Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year always a special one, and love, I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know there are going to be surprises all the way through the season. And before we know it, we'll be talking about opening up on a Thursday night again next season.
So for Tampa Bay, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Guys, the Bucks get the W 37-10. The Bucks look good, yeah, they look real good. Like advertising himself with Dave Godwin, Fournette. What's name looked good, I ain't gonna lie to you. What about to say? Yeah, what's name looked good. Brock Purdy, Jimmy Garoppolo, yeah, he looked good. KI, new ability. Okay. Alrighty, you guys. So yeah, good game. Bucks get the blowout W, man. Garoppolo 4 touchdowns, man. So we got to get into the next game, y'all boys. Y'all boys enjoyed that first game. My boys doing a kickoff stream, guys. Let's get into the first game. Seahawks and Ravens. Let's get into that game right there, y'all. Seahawks taking on the Ravens. Jake Brook. Okay, yeah. So the Bucks destroyed the San Francisco 49ers. Get into the Seahawks game. Lamar Jackson had that contract last year. Went to the second round. Them boys lost, but taking on the Seahawks, y'all. Taking on the Seahawks with Lucas Coley, 3rd overall pick, y'all. So, hey, let's get into it, y'all boys. Let's get into it, man. Should be a good game. Good. Ravens at home, by the way, too. Let's get it, y'all.
It's Madden NFL 23, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Seahawks and the Ravens. All that and more coming up next.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Seattle Seahawks and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads are going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April, or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store, as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. To throw is Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. They'll go with the option. Coming right. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jackson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They go play action with Jackson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Going long here for Wallace. And this is dropped. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. And they will be led out by a young man, probably with some butterflies here. A lot of anticipation, making his first NFL start.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. Walker now on 1st and 10 to about the 35, second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On second down, it's Walker. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Again, it's Walker. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The first look here for DJ Dallas. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Back to throw here. He's got his tight end Fant. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll toss this out right to Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Second and 9 now. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Will Dissly. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are on the board here first in the season opener. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now Dobbins again on second down.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. Jackson now.
This throw taken in by...
Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw, and that'll be incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw.
This one goes underneath to Walker, and they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now here come the Ravens.
They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
Throwing is Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Jackson's going to keep it.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't hurt too well.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll run the toss here. Edwards. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 3rd and goal, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
yards on the touchdown grab. And the Ravens are back within a score. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try for the 1st with Walker. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 51 yards rushing for him in this 1st half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Walker will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception from the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Lamar Jackson and the Raven offense heading out. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him.
A good scheme and an early win for this pass rush. They got back there before he could work through his entire progression and ended that play early.
Here's Jordan Stout now. Now it's Lockett. Oh, able to avoid him. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker in the Seattle offense. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw again. And he fires one, but incomplete. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll find Eskridge here complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This is the tight end Fant. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing third. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From the 6. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out on.
Lucas Cody with DK going crazy. Lucas Cody got 3 touchdown passes. DK got 2 touchdown receptions, man. Ravens kind of struggling looking to score right here, though. Touchdown Mark Andrews. And the Ravens beginning with the intent. 3-point back to the Ravens with 2 minutes to go. Ravens do nothing, and the Seahawks do nothing. Okay, Seahawks going down the field. 3rd and 10. And they will have to keep the field goal, make it 27-14. Ravens and Lamar driving down the field, need to score. Ravens and Lamar. Seahawks. Tyler White can get this touchdown. So Lucas Coley with 5 touchdown passes. Mark Dyson and the Ravens scored. Absolute opposite shootout now. With that being said, niggas fuck us.
2nd and 5.
Lucas. Oh shit. Alright, Dirty Williams. He saw his first pick of his career.
First touchdown pass. That's when you put in the trophy case. First career reception is going to be what he wants to forget.
Yeah, he's not going to go rush for the football, right? You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now?
Lamar over the middle. Lamar Jackson. Lamar all the way up to the 28-yard line. It's down by 7. It'll get back into the game.
19 yards. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure. Looking on the side, he's got him in. That's Andrews.
Mark
Short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson.
They snuffed out by number 92. There's 13.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson.
13.
Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he's able to get out here to 26. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
4th and 11,
Here we
Ravens.
go. It's Jackson on
Let's
fourth
need a
down.
conversion. Throws it deep. And it's incomplete.
Took the shot, couldn't connect. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this.
Okay, Seahawks just literally see what they do here. And Keanu Walker will wrestle in for the touchdown, and that would be a ball game, folks. 42-28. Seahawks get the upset.
Window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for the Seahawks, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.
That's the end of that game, you guys. Good game, y'all. It's a great game. Feels good to do that. Both of these have 4 touchdowns and 4 picks. So that was a really entertaining game with you guys. Hope y'all boys enjoyed that game. Very entertaining, man. 3K, 2 touchdowns, 6K. Solid a lot here. So overall, good game, y'all. Hope y'all boys enjoyed that game. If y'all did, drop a like on the French Scott's channel. More gameplay is gonna be coming soon. Like in just a second, y'all. Let's see what game we're gonna play. Alright, with that being said, nigga, fuck the ops. Fuck the ops. I can say fuck the ops. Okay, so next we got, let's see what we got next, you guys. Holiday's so good at basketball. My Drew Holiday is really good at basketball. Okay, let's see what games we're gonna play now. Let's look at this. This Eagles game. I mean, shoot. Yeah, I know to shut my cousin for the Lions. That's tough, man. But I want to see this Eagles defense. You know, two generational talents on this defense, y'all. Yeah, so I really want to see the Eagles. So let's jump into that game right now. No trouble cussing in this game, which is tough. He'll be back next week, though. No trouble cussing in this game. Let's see what good that does me. Again, told y'all. He'll be one of the second teams in the league, man. You know, so let's see y'all.
It's week 1 of the National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Eagles and the Lions. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions.
With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason, it's all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Sutton now to return. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear, the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within 1/4 of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. First carry for DeAndre Swift. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 1st and 10, Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Goff. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On 2nd down, Swift. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Off play action. Here's Goff. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Jack Fox on to punt. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd down, back to Sanders. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And the Lions have recovered. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. After the sack on 1st down, Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Goff now looking to throw. And this one is incomplete. Up and good for Santoso. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the fumble recovery hadn't set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hurts. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Really know that expression. He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. From just shy of midfield, Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd and 9, Goff. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 30 on 2nd down. Goff. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Richie James. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. They go play action with Hurts. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Goes right back to Smith again. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give running left. It's Sanders. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Alex Anzalone in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's fourth and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Goff.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing on third, Goff.
And now he'll fire deep downfield for James.
And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On first down, Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Time for another look at this Lions offense. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
That's good.
Here's Goff.
He'll go right back to St. Brown. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw. Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Juwan Johnson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have taken the lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
The extra point up and good from Santoso. And the lead is now 10-3. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Hurts. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That'll give them 8 that time. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Here's Hurts to throw. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Lions will take over. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Another run here with Sanders. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. They'll try and run forward with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, the medical staff checks on him. We'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing is Hurts. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. Looking to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points. Williams loses the football. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From the 30 on 2nd down. Goff, complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend. He's got a man, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Goff. That's complete right around the 8. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To the air again, Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. At issue here, does the football make contact with the ground before he secured it? And I think some of these angles are going to give us a pretty good look.
Secured is the important part because the ball can touch the ground, but it can't be loose when it does. So that's what they're going to have to try and figure out.
Santoso now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Eagles' offense going to take over late in this first half. And I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling, 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They'll throw now on the final play. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
brings up 2nd and 2. At the 27.
It's a second down run with Sanders, and he stopped immediately there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 37.
Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Goff, a handoff here to Swift.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Goff throwing complete for Swift.
And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Goff.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Up and good for Santoso.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, After we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
From the 30 on second down, Hurts. He's got Smith here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. An option handoff given to Sanders. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 29, Hurts. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. This one from 46 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here. And we get a peek at the kind of game he's having. It's been a good game. 8 catches now, Charles.
Everyone likes to spread the ball around. They want a lot of people to catch it and touch it, get a lot of guys involved. But sometimes when you have the hot hand or a person who is just really taking care of business in their part of the field, you have to keep going back to him.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Kickoff now to throw. He's got this complete to Williams. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Goff throwing again. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge.
An assortment of sacks in this game. This one a product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Goff on 3rd down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Hurts.
And his throw here is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hurts.
Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So
CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Detroit, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.
It's week 1 of the 2023 season, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Dolphins and the Bills, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
You said what's so silent?
Home of the Bills since way back in 1973. There's a look at
You said what's so silent?
just outside of Buffalo.
You trying to play 2K right now?
Today we get the season started with an AFC East tilt right off the bat between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of getting another NFL season. And these two squads are going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities.
He's a fan. You got to call us? You vacuum and stank?
Trophy in February, while the other, they can earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
Don't tell me you got the car wash. You vacuum. You in the vacuum section? That's funny. Vacuum section.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
We just beat the Suns. That was a good game, don't you know?
And it is Josh Allen
We
who is
beat
in
the
the
Suns.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running.
We need to come to Georgia for real, but they let me have this car.
Guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team
Sure.
not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Georgia. Oh, see.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
Great Tadion in the backfield. Tadion?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
Damn.
Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line.
That's
of
all
scrimmage.
top.
Throwing his
What part of Georgia you in again?
Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he will be marked down short of
part?
the first as they get to him at the 29. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one
Everyone
pretty
to
simple.
Tadion.
Walked up all of his progressions downfield.
It's hot
first
out
to
there.
get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a
Kenny saw.
Kenny
saw.
At about the
Georgia.
27-yard line. Here is Tua Tagovailoa
Dang.
heading out to
City
lead
is a
his
city in
Miami
Georgia.
offense.
All right, I know it's something that every team
Treasy
says
out
every
there.
season, but they genuinely believe that this is their year. And
Hey,
having
whoa,
him
I
back
see.
is a
It
big
say.
part of that. They think he's poised for a huge
On a
season.
plane, it say
And really
get
be the
there
type of player that brings out
an
the
hour
best
and
of each
53
weapon
minutes.
that they have on this offense.
I'm trying to compare that to what I be at when I be going over there.
And finishing among the league's best on their side of the ball.
Tua now on first down.
Yeah.
Getting this out to the flat.
I think I'll be in Hampton. Yeah, I'll be in Hampton, Georgia. I think it's Hampton. Yeah, it's Hampton. Yeah.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll take
Monster?
this to the 32.
Where's freaking Bijan at, man? Well,
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Got a man
Ooh.
complete to Cedric Wilson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. They call it 38.
yeah, I gotta get the stuff out that car.
And the Bills will take over the
Hold
football
on.
with a 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Allen going to keep it again. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Allen now looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Sets up fourth down.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week one. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So they took their shot. That was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they work this out past the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On 1st down, Allen. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump-off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game.
Our job is 1 hour and 47 minutes from there. Probably more because a walk is 18 hours. Wait, no. A walk is 18 hours. I've been walking for 18 hours. Just to say a walk 18 hours. Train 3 hours. Car hour and 45. Ain't that far from Hampton, Georgia. Ain't that far.
Between the tackles today. Ways enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts.
Not that far. It's not that far from Hampton. It's not that far from Hampton. It's not that far from Hampton.
Allen now on 1st down.
Josh Allen.
He's got
Diggs.
connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. First red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it.
Allen.
And he rifles one incomplete. And incomplete.
Oh, maybe that's on
on
my sleep.
first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Tavion. No luck.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt,
Maybe we get an extra
they get him
rule.
behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to
JD.
throw.
Oh.
Be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard.
Howard.
Dolphins are going to get the football here.
Watch out, throwing picks in the red zone. That's pretty realistic. Oh, 3 points. Nothing for them. Stephon Diggs touchdown. And we got 6 points. Oh my God. I think Tavion just went off. Tavion scored that touchdown. I just see him. Tavion was out of there. Tavion a lot. Out there, another touchdown. Definitely open on their run game. They scored. Tady. Oh, that's Devin Singletary that time. And I think
Now, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Bills, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0.
And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for Miami, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week.
All right, Bills,
They head
man.
to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.
Tavion, 16 attempts, 137 yards, 8 yards per carry, 2 touchdowns. But no X factor yet. Diggs had himself a day as well. Tavion at the backfield, 4 receptions, 58 yards. Yeah, that's real. That's real good for the Bills. That's some good shit. Got some good shit for the Bills. Not gonna cap. Almost done. Wait. So you got to drive back? You watching it? You watching it like in front of your house? That's what it seems like. I think. Let's see the schedule. Alrighty, we got. Okay, yeah. Alright, pretty much about to send week 1. Nah, we ain't got to send week 1 yet. Not yet. Wait till y'all say, man, I'm finna go stupid. Dirty ass Marcus Williams. Dirty ass Jet. Dirty ass Jet. These are standing so far. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. They still showing like, yeah, I already know how they doing it. After this week, they're not gonna be doing that though. I knew it. 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 Yeah. I knew. I died a bit, ball on a bit. That's because you cost me a bit. Sounding like a fashion that when we ain't gained too often, bit. Compliment.
To the people saying I'm not in the GOAT conversation,
Got no
you have to be
jury
fucking
on.
high.
Got no jury on then.
I couldn't believe this was.
He say that I'm good enough, but I'm not good enough. Think about shit that I shouldn't have. So I tell him it's.
So when Giannis retires, he's clearly thinking about moving into a separate form of entertainment. I'm comfortable saying.
It's my time now. I stay down for a minute. All that hard work paid off. I'm grinding in the trenches. Fuck everybody who's switched off, but what I got they with me. And no one.
Don't give up. Don't let the world get you down when it. No. You know.
Why the fuck y'all look so good?
Bro, they literally use you, bro.
Yeah, that's so good.
What's good, everybody? After the chat, we could split up. I'm already booking on my period PM messing. My nigga fucking on me and I'm stressing. Haters trying to knock F-R-E.
And we're gonna bring his flew back from the ghetto. And my bitch super bougie and the clip back in stiletto. Hey, she called me back then, but when she see me, she say hello.
I love dealing with.
Who is this sophomore girl? I just want to see you well off.
I like the fruit, She like what I do, We hop in the farm, Then we take out the roof, Get talking about young, I just open the tools, So if you fuck with the young, I'ma shoot you on you.
I cannot teach you the way that I drip. This bitch all on dick cause a nigga broke and can't buy shit. We sliding, trying to play.
Yo, we back in the kitchen and we about to make some chicken curry. First, you're gonna start by chopping your vegetables. Now, I use ginger, peppers, celery, onions, and carrots. Next step is to cut your chicken thighs and season. The choice of seasoning is completely up to you. Now you're just gonna give it a stir and add your vegetables. After you're done stirring that, go ahead and get yourself a pot and go ahead and put all that in there. 1 to 2 cups of water, depending on how big your batch was. It's important that you add curry seasoning because it brings out the flavors of the seasoning that you put on the chicken. Try to add some Pillsbury biscuits. I know it sounds weird, but hear me out. I'm using them as fake dumplings. Top it off with a bowl of rice. You done made yourself some chicken curry. Yeah.
But you gotta find.
Saying Jaylen Brown is a better.
Try being my size ain't. Don't take this the wrong way, but I need you to get the hell up out of here. It's always in my business, JC, what you really do? I be at home playing fish by a swimming pool. I'm a real big dog, bitch, you a scrappy dude. Doing all that wifey shit, knowing he don't fuck with you.
Honestly, I don't think it makes a difference whether or not he's with the Kings. I still just don't see an argument for De'Aaron Fox to be a top 5 point guard in the league. I just don't see it.
Can't get in my feelings, no ain't crying by no nigga, no ain't rhyme by no nigga. House play, I don't give a fuck if you come without a day. I don't give a fuck, I'ma aim at your waist, I'ma aim at your face. His ass all in your leg, his ass all in your back, his ass all in your leg. I don't give a fuck, like I'm fucking dead. Play, I don't give a fuck if you come without a day. I don't give a fuck.
Damn, bitch, you dance like you can fuck. The fuck happened? Can I get a bitch that know how to fuck? Do any of you bitches know how to fuck? Damn.
The way you feel, one kiss is all it.
I don't know who needs.
That's when they smile in my.
That's when they smile in me. That's when they smile. Joey Badass. Got that Joey Badass playing. Joey Badass. Joey Badass. Let's watch some. Let's watch some Joey Badass. Joey Badass.
Yeah, hey, what's your name? Can I get your name? Well, Tina, fuck you! Yeah, hey, what's your name? Can I get your name? Yeah, hey, what's your name? Can I get...
Huh?
I appreciate everybody.
She's sick. doing, handsome?
What's up, man?
You got a boyfriend?
Oh no, man. No, man. I'm not gay, man.
I'm sorry. Your shirt said LGBTQ, so I was a little concerned.
LGBTQ? What do you say, LGBTQ?
It basically means you like men. You like boys.
I don't like a man. I don't like a oh no. I'm just waiting for the boss, man.
I still think you're
I'm just waiting for the boss.
I still think you're very.
Move yourself.
I think you're very handsome.
I'm just waiting for the boss.
Can I get you?
No, man. I don't. No, please.
Man. Game? Let's watch the Houston Texans. Trust. Kansas City. Overall, 91. It's crazy.
Don't touch me.
You not think shout out to the Sixers for making me this money, man.
To the people saying,
Come on, man. What the?
I read this stat on Twitter, and it's talking about how Patrick Mahomes is
and we've got a showdown
quarterback
in
to
the
play the number one
AFC
pass
West.
defense in the Super Bowl
It's
and
the
win.
reigning
When you
AFC
look at it at
champs
face
and the
value, it's obviously
Chargers,
very
and it
impressive.
comes your
But when you
way.
compare that Eagles
Next.
defense to the other three on this list, they're nowhere near. The 0-2 Bucks literally scored 2 pick sixes in that Super Bowl. They had Dexter Jackson, they had Rondé Barber, they had John Lynch. They were stacked all over the place. The no-fly zone, they had a Keith Lee, Bradley Roby, Christian Jr. That's one of the best defenses I've ever seen. They made Tom Brady look fucking terrible in the AFC Championship. And the Legion of Boomers, the best defense I've ever seen in my life. I don't even have to tell you who for a second. We all know who it was. But the Eagles is not like any of the Eagles defense feasted on terrible quarterbacks all year. And the times they played Goff, Dak, or...
With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gordon, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players. The OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this.
Well, you said we going, nah. All right, we going. All right. Listen to this. I lost possession. I lost possession. These teams.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
He said, come on. Hello?
Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw.
I got you on the TV. That's on the TV? You watching me on the TV? I said, you watching me on the TV? Are you watching me on the TV? I heard me. Heard myself. Oh, I heard myself. Oh, shit. Put my phone on the charger. I ain't playing park, bro. Bro, no, I'm not trying to lower my vibration. I've been feeling good all day. But I'm not trying to get it down at all.
One game will turn into 5 losses. Oh, let me. Yeah, it's not fun for me. It isn't fun for me. Yeah, you lied. I turned around my Snapchat. Huh? Good call off. A 90 standard? 90 standard dunk? Where's that? Miko. Look at that name, Miko. What kind of name is that? You know, your ass beat, man. What the fuck is this? You getting your ass beat, bro. Yeah, you gotta go to the when I told you that last time?
Start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all
But
into one game, right? Opening the season, ending even within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines.
Ew, 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 ew.
They begin the new year 1-0 as they come out victorious.
You don't play Park. You don't play Park though. I not know him. Told you. You don't play Park. Never will, never will be. He never will and never will be. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's try to hit myself still. Let's, you know, what do your phone would have got wet? What if your phone would have got wet, like, while you was on the phone, like, when you was watching your back? I said, what if your phone would have got wet? Like, you know what I'm saying? When you got shot. Oh, that's why you tell me so good, huh?